Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer convicted of murdering George Floyd, was stabbed in prison Friday, multiple news organizations reported. He's expected to survive, but reportedly suffered injuries that necessitated life-saving measures. Chauvin was convicted in April 2021 of second-degree unintentional murder, third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter after he knelt on the neck of Floyd, a black man who allegedly used a counterfeit $20 in Minneapolis, until he died. Chauvin was sentenced to 22 years in prison on state charges and 21 years on federal charges, which he is serving simultaneously. The death sparked massive protests and a nationwide racial reckoning. A subsequent investigation by the Minnesota Department of Human Rights concluded that the city of Minneapolis and its police department exhibited a pattern or practice of race discrimination, according to a 2022 report. Earlier this month, the Supreme Court denied an appeal of Chauvin's conviction on the grounds that he allegedly didn't receive a fair trial. Ellison reportedly said in a statement that he's sad to hear that Derek Chauvin was the target of violence, because the former police officer was already duly convicted of his crimes and, like any incarcerated individual, he should be able to serve his sentence without fear of retaliation or violence. The Federal Correctional Institution, Tucson has recently faced security issues amid staffing shortages, according to the Associated Press. Chauvin is the second high-profile convict to be stabbed in federal prison in recent months. In July, Larry Nassar, the former sports doctor who was convicted of sexually abusing a number of collegiate and Olympic gymnasts, was stabbed several times by a fellow inmate at a Florida prison, the AP reported. Federal Correctional Institution has also had issues before. In November 2022, an inmate attempted to shoot a visitor with a contraband gun, but the gun misfired and no one was hurt, the AP reported. The motive, the suspect and the nature of the injuries. It is also unclear whether Chauvin will be moved to a different facility or put under any extra security measures. Before he was transferred to the Arizona facility, he was regularly in solitary confinement in a Minnesota prison for his own protection, the AP reported. Ex-officer Derek Chauvin, convicted in George Floyd's killing, was stabbed in prison, AP source says. Associated Press. Derek Chauvin is said to have been stabbed in federal prison. New York Times. Derek Chauvin, former officer convicted in George Floyd's killing, stabbed in prison, authorities say. CNN.